please. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Bernie.
I'm Eddie.
Are you stoked about the Sabroso?
Feel very lucky. We grew up, with the Offspring and Pennywise and the Vandals and Me First and all those bands on Rin Law. We were just talking on Rin Law, like we were telling how we grew up, just across the border, and we were actually using one of their songs to practice our vocals when we were kids. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's so awesome. What a throwback for them. So now you're here playing this festival with them. And, it was something that got you into music in the first place before you started making your own original songs.
Yeah, of course.
So I saw on your Facebook that you guys have different band members depending on what country you're in. Did I understand that correctly?
Well, the actual band is now is around 4 people, and depending where we are is also visa situations and stuff like that. So we have to adapt. We have members in the U.S., we have members in Canada, and we even have a couple of members in Australia and in Mexico, and we just try to do our best to do these tours and get the music out there.
Yeah, for sure. I have a lot of friends that are musicians, and they always have struggles getting into Canada. Canada's really strict with their borders.
Well, I don't know. There's other borders that can be worse.
Really? Like what?
I don't want to get into that detail, but
we gotta cross.
Yeah, well, you can say that about Canadians, but I can say that about many borders. We live a binational life. We were border kids, and we see a lot of things, and we see a lot of migrants get deported. We see a lot of people struggle. They end up in Tijuana. Tijuana is actually a city of migrants. It's always been. It was way up north. Nobody used to live there. It was just a ranch that started. But we even have a Haitian community now, and
Wow.
But that's what makes us as people from Tijuana great, because we're just a big melting pot that nobody understands.
Yeah.
But it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Tijuana kind of has a bad reputation for a lot of violence and drug activity. And I actually even saw back in 2006, you guys were about to get picked up by a label, but the deal fell through because there was drug trafficking and money laundering. How did that all go down?
Oh, well, we don't know what happened to them. We just, we were excited about having a label, and then that happened, and then, it didn't go through. We did it ourselves. What happened is we just did it ourselves. We started releasing our own records, and we try not to focus on the violence. There were some hard times, and where we're from right now, it's pretty safe. It's pretty cool. I go every other weekend. I live in LA. I was born in San Diego, but I grew up in Tijuana, and most of us live a similar situation. It's very normal to be born in San Diego and probably be growing up in Tijuana.
Yeah.
But it gave us a different perspective of life. We, in a certain way, I want to say that I'm not from here, or I'm not from there, I'm not from anywhere. It doesn't matter where I'm from. What matters is who's coming to say hi to me. And coming back to Tijuana, that's what makes it great. When this happened with the Haitians and the struggle, and they needed to be somewhere, we opened the doors. We opened the doors, and now they're family. Now they're doing their lives, and some of them already started, building something there, and that's great because they're coming from a hard place.
Yeah, I feel like culturally, the Mexican people are very kind and welcoming in that way.
Well, that's what made us, and even me being an American and also a Mexican citizen, what made the U.S. great was it was a land of migrants. It wasn't just certain people. It just people started coming in because they needed a better life.
Yeah.
And that's how we see it, and there's a lot of good people, and they need to be given a chance. Well,
For sure.
I wasn't thinking about going into this topic. To be honest with you, I'm not very political, but
No, but I think that, you know, we're all humans here, and it's not even about being political. It's about having compassion for your fellow human beings out there.
well, we all just want to live a good life, and something about punk rock that taught us is we're all the same, and also being an American, not just a Mexican citizen, but being an American is something that made me understand that this country was also great. I'm supposed to live, and I live in a land where I believe all men are created equal, you know, and we want to keep it that way.
For sure.
Yeah.
I also saw that coming up, you guys just announced that you are going on tour with the Mighty Mighty Bosstones in June and July. Have you guys ever played with them, and what are you most excited about this run?
Well, it's a dream come true. You know, you're a 17-year-old kid, and you're going to Warped Tour for the first time, and you go up to Tiki Barry just to give you, you know, an autograph. We were handpicked in 2016 to play with them at the Hometown Throwdown, and we couldn't believe it. You know, we were like, "There's no way this is happening." And we've been blessed that way. We've been fortunate to be able to play with the people we admire, and the Mighty Mighty Bosstones are one of the bands. If they wouldn't exist, we wouldn't exist. You know, we wanted to be them when we were kids. You know, and never expected them to ask us to go on tour, and they asked us, and you know, that 17-year-old kid, you know, shedding a tear in his eye. You know, it's something when you're a kid you don't think it's ever gonna happen. You just play in a band because you want to have fun with your friends, and then the Bosstones ask you to tour with them. And we've been lucky because you know, we opened for NoFX in Mexico City, a sold out venue, like a big ass venue, and we played with the Misfits. We opened for Dropkick Murphys. We toured with Fishbone. We toured with Reverend Horn Heat, Strung Out, Voodoo Glow Skulls, Union 13. I don't know. There's many bands that we grew up in, and we feel so fortunate that we are able to at least share the stage with them. And we feel more fortunate that, you know, we can call them friends, and that's something you don't really comprehend when you're a kid. You don't ever think that's ever gonna happen, you know?
Yeah, you start as like a little punker, and then you're just out there doing your thing, and then these amazing things happen. I mean, I feel the same way. I'm here talking to you guys right now, which it's just, life is amazing, you know? Big fans of the Taco Tuesday hashtag on social media. Out of all the trending hashtags out there, what is it that keeps you using that one every week?
Well, we're doing a taco festival tour, and we're like,
you wanted to help promote it.
Taco, well, yeah, you know, they've been kind enough to invite us to play this tour, and you know, we're Mexican. We know about tacos. You know, I can tell you, tacos in LA are okay.
Okay.
It's true.
There's certain places I like, you know, but they're okay. And then I go visit my parents, you know, and try to go every other week, and I always end up at my favorite taco shops, and those are stupidly amazing, you know.
Yeah.
They're incomparable.
And then you get guacamole for free. It's not something extra.
Not $1 extra here.
It's and tacos are under $1 over there, so with guacamoles. But yeah, you know, we grew up, and we're from the north, and the northern part of Mexico is more about grilling meat, cutting it up, and putting it on tacos.
Yeah.
So we kind of grew up with that culture. So every day when you grow up, you have lunch at your house, and your mom has tortillas. They don't have bread. They have tortillas. They give you what they cooked, and you just put it in a taco and eat it. You know, that's pretty much how it is.
Awesome. Yeah, I saw all the pictures you guys were posting with the tacos.
Those are the places we like, you know, like Hecky, our drummer. He's from Rosarito.
Okay.
And we put Tacos El Yaqui, who have a special kind of taco. It's I don't know. It's just delicious, but it's this big. You know, It's,
That's not even a taco anymore. That's like a cheaper.
it's this big and a flour tortilla. It's amazing. So I told him, you go take a picture over there because we love that place. And he was like, okay. He comes out with the taco, or you know, there's a lot of different places. You know, depending on what kind of taco, I can tell you. I go get pastor tacos here. I get tripe tacos over there, and I go over there to get fish tacos, and over there to get, you know, carne asada or whatever you
You're a
want.
taco connoisseur.
We just
part of
grew
the
up-
culture.
we grew up eating tacos. I don't know if I'm a connoisseur, but you know, I kind of know.
I just realized that sounded dirty, taco connoisseur.
Oh,
Why not?
There's a Lucha Libre stage here today.
I'm excited.
If you guys could have a luchador name, what would it be?
Well, we would have two. One would be the Kung Fu Monkey. I don't know. We've been thinking about making masks just for fun, but not to wear on stage or anything, just to have one. Because we have a distinct logo that's a monkey. And our guitarist plays in another band called Dawn. And they're like, you know, kind of like the style of, you know, that pop punk, set your goals kind of style. But in Spanish, they're pretty big in Mexico. And their logo is actually a wrestler, and they have the mask with their logo and everything. So
That's
maybe that would be a good match. So see who we would fight to the death and see who keeps the guitarist. I don't know.
That's cool. So last question. My Spanish is not great, but you guys speak Spanish fluently as a second language, first language. Can you teach me something cool to say in Spanish to say it out there to all the punk rockers and rude boys and girls?
Today?
Yeah, teach me something cool to say. Something easy because my Spanish isn't great. I took it in school, but
Yeah. Échame otra chela.
No.
No. A ver, Eso mero.
So go say vete, and you have to point like this.
vete.
Vete a la verga.
That's it.
Wait, la slower.
Verga.
Like, how do you spell
Be-
Sorry.
Verga.
it?
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, don't say that.
What am I saying? What are you telling me to say?
You're telling somebody to fuck off. But you use
That's not cool.
But it can be cool.
That's rude. That's fucking rude.
But maybe that person was really rude to you before.
Something cool, like all of our, you know, our fellow punk rockers, rude boys and girls out there. What can I say to them for your fans in Mexico?
Oh.
What can I say? Something cool to say to them. Teach me.
El punk nunca muere.
El pu-
El punk nunca muere.
What does that mean? Before I say it.
El punk
Nunca means never.
nunca
It means never. I know
Muere.
that. Muere?
muere.
What is muere means?
Death.
Death. Okay, punk till we die.
No,
El
punk
punk
will never.
nunca.
Punk will never die. Okay. El punke.
El punk nunca
El-
muere.
El punk nunca muere.
Eso mero.
El punk nunca. I
Punk
can't
nunca
speak
fuck.
Spanish. You guys say it.
Mucho.
You guys say it.
Hey. El punk nunca muere. Hey, saludos a todos.
A huevo.
Woo! Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to me today. I'm so excited to see you play.
Hey, we're Los Kung Fu Monkeys, and you're watching Last Rockers TV.